You work as a political consultant, and you're often asked by companies to have a crystal ball. It's a thankless job in some ways, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, it is to some extent, but you have to know your own the function you are serving. I'm a scapegoat. I meet people in companies who have an enormous experience, for example, in China. But when they suggest to their leaders, to their board, do it this way, they are running the risk that they might be proved wrong. So what they need is someone who's playing the scapegoat. And then they say, "Oh, this professor also told us that this is the right way to do it." So that's my function. But on the other hand, what I'm experiencing almost every day is a very serious concern on the top level of companies. They have questions and they are seeking solutions. Take this debate about dependencies in Germany, about the growing insecurity of supply chains, all these issues. It's enormously difficult for companies who, over decades, were used that the drivers of globalization, as we just discussed them, would be working and continue to work. And all of a
And
sudden, they have to
available,
look
yeah.
down. So they really have, that's the difference between political consulting and business consulting. A politician listens to you and checks whether what you say is congruent with what he thinks or she thinks. And if it is the case, then he says, "Oh, I quote you. Otherwise, I won't talk to you anymore." But business people usually have serious concerns and decisions to make, and they have real questions. So what we do, we try to think in alternative futures and argue, if this happens, that might be the consequence. And if this happens, you should perhaps do that. Hedging is the most important aspect of business decisions these days. You just do not rely that the dependency on China will be as positive in your balance sheet as it was over the last 40 years. Might change rapidly from one day to the next. If something over Taiwan happens, the West will immediately have to sanction China the way we are sanctioning Russia. The big difference is China is a different kind of kid on the block, so to speak. China is the second largest economy in the world. Compare that to Russia and forget about if you take off gas and oil, where's Russia's economy? And the international importance of Russia's economy is almost non-existent. That would be dramatically different in the case of China. And that is, of course, a risk each and every company in Germany I'm talking to has a clear vision of and a great fear.